I look a bit rough today, actually, because I haven't got any unicorn stuff. I just look a bit old. I should get my stuff. Ready for bottle flip. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. It's the unicorn. Oh, this is my drink. Okay, we're now to buy and fuse that you're fundraising for a local charity. I need to drink. Oh, I'm not actually that thirsty, so I've got to drink. Oh, okay. Cheers. Six till 7. Alexa, set the timer for 7 p.m.
Alarm set for 7 p.m.
Mr. Unicorn will be off then. We must have go out later. Well, I think we had 1 and lost it again. Because I went 1 and then back to 0. Mr. Unicorn's off asleep. Glad it's Friday though. Hello everybody. Hi, it's Mr. Unicorn just waking up actually. Oh, it's a tiring Friday afternoon, but it is Friday afternoon. Let's all be grateful for that, I think. Let's rejoice and be glad. Because it's Friday afternoon and there's nobody here. There's nobody here. Just you and me. I don't want to be. I hardly know. Should I stop singing? Stop singing! Who said that in a well-known cartoon? Oh, stop singing. That was Shrek, wasn't it? Shrek said that to Donkey. Stop singing. Hello, Penelope. Sorry, I was just having a bit of a not a rant, I was bursting into song. Hello, Flowery. Hello, Stephen. This is Mr. Unicorn saying hello to everybody on this Friday afternoon come evening. Isn't it great when Sunday comes along? Scary Jaffas, dead Trib. Are you gassy? No, not really. I just had to lay down for half hour because my eyes are really tired. When I work in the school, it really makes me quite tired, actually. And, yeah, so I just had 40 winks. Name 3 countries for an edit. My favourite 3 countries would be Austria, Switzerland, and Belgium, I think. Really for the chocolate in Switzerland. Austria for the mountains and the like seas and the bouzou. And Belgium for the waffles, even though I think they're famous for its beer. Yeah, I like Bruges. If I could live anywhere, it would probably be Salzburg or probably, where else? Basel or something like that. Hi, Gramps. Hello, Hola. Hello, Sam. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming on. I missed yesterday because we had to go to football training. And we just kind of ran out of time. So it's nice to be back again, though I do have this kind of ringing in my ears at the moment. I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff going around at the moment. I saw this email go around the school saying that there's a very nasty bug going around the school. Oh, thank you for... Thank you for the comment, Hola. Your voice is so sweet, Grandpa. I thought it said something like, I thought that grandpa bit looked like garbage, but I really must change my glasses at some point. Woe too young for TikTok. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. There's a 21 there. Should we put a 0 on the end or something like that? Prayers indeed. Yes, prayers indeed. I was wearing my Child of God badge today in school, which I thought was quite good because that's what we all are. So that was great. How old are you? 15? Funny, I was thinking today, I can definitely remember being 15. I remember it was my last year at school. God, what a lovely feeling that was. School in Streatham in South London. And we all want to be. And in those days, we just broke up at 15 and went to work. There was none of this college and stuff then. Well, there might have been, but we weren't bothered. We just wanted to go out to work. So, 15, left school, wonderful. Classic grandpa voice. Let's think of some classic voices. Yeah, mustn't say no, but let's think of some classic voices. How about Richard Burton? Richard Burton apart from all his films. Hello, Smigger. Apart from all the films he made, do you remember War of the Worlds? With Jeff Wayne, wasn't it? The War of the Worlds. I would donate, but no coins. Well, I'll try to forgive you. How's that? Yeah, I forget sometimes that we are actually doing for some donation stuff. That's great if you can. Don't worry if you can't. But lovely if you can. Appreciate it for the charities. Yep, thank you, Snicker Purcell, for following. That's wonderful. Oh, somebody else has followed as well. Happy Boy 4000. Thanks, everyone, for coming on, following and liking and subscribing. Apparently, I've got to do... Yeah, a lot of people say to me at school, why do you love unicorns so much? And I said, well, I don't particularly. I just became Mr. Unicorn because of a badge I was wearing, and it's just kind of just kept it on. So I like the way that God can use a unicorn. Isn't it amazing? So even Mr. Unicorn. What are you doing? Well, I'm having a little ramble. Always, you never know what's going to come out of here. Hopefully nothing like comes out of a mouth in Wednesday. I don't know if anybody's been watching, Unicorns, the new Wednesday. We tried to watch a couple of it, but we only got as far as that second episode where that dead guy had all these birds coming out of his mouth. And then we gave up on it after that. So that's a shame because I like the first series and that was a bit borderline with some of the kind of shocks, shall we say. But I thought this one was a bit too much. Let me know if it actually got better than that. I mean, better in storyline and less violent creation and all that. Because we actually joined Netflix just to watch that. And then we kind of didn't watch it. Well, good health, everybody. We have a bit of a tragedy going on here. I've just lost 14 people. Is that because I was ranting about Wednesday or something else? Anyway. Apart from losing 14 people all of a sudden, I haven't got a cup of tea. I've got a rose, though. I've got a rose. Thank you for the rose, Caden. Thank you very much. I've actually ran out of tea bags, and I really do like my tea, and I've run out of tea bags. So, yeah, I'm not really with it today. That's because you were just the posers, man. Yeah. Hello, Caden. Thank you. Thank you very much, Caden. That was great. It's all right. Excuse me. Oh, it's on in my eye. So, yeah, I have coffee. Yeah, is coffee an option? I like coffee and I like tea, but I'm really a tea drinker. I probably have about 6 or 7 cups of tea a day and maybe 1 or 2 coffee. And I went to the tea bag jar and it's empty. And I thought, no, I always got a spare box of tea bags. And you know what? I haven't. So there you go. There's worse things that you could be missing than a cup of tea. But yeah, and what's on your mind today, old chap? Well, I'm glad it's Friday, that's for sure. So I picked my son up from school today and I'm just really glad it is. Hi, Archie, that it's Friday because it's a lovely feeling, isn't it, on Friday afternoon when you've got your kids and you don't have to pack them off to school. I know some people like sending them off to school, but I don't. I like to spend every second I can with my son. So it's lovely that I can have a weekend with him and we don't have to worry about that for a couple of days. So that's good. And of course, it's the football. 6 people just left. Okay, and I haven't even started ranting about Chelsea yet. I'll probably lose them all after that. No, I shouldn't rant about Chelsea. Can I have a shout out? Lucky XDDD. Of course you can. Cooking driver, you'll stay. I've got somebody who will stay with me to the bitter end. Thank you. Thank you. But you're not a football fan. Oh, so you spare yourself all that pain. But you probably have found something. You might be like rugby. My sister's really into Formula One. How do you feel about Jeremy Clarkson and the whole farmer thing? I haven't really had much to do with him for a long time. Jeremy Clarkson, I always remember people saying he was too old to be wearing jeans. Do you remember that? And that kind of stuck. So if I ever wear a pair of jeans, I think, do I look like Jeremy Clarkson? So, hi, Jesse. So basically, I don't really wear jeans. Hi, yeah. It's me. Yeah, Jesse. Yeah. Jeremy's basic. Is he? Is he a tax dodger? Oh, well, he's got a lot more money than me, so maybe he's got, I agree, Hamilton tax rate should be increased. Yeah, I don't really know a lot about that. I was complaining today about that. I've got to pay tax on my little bit of wages that I earn from the school. Nobody really wants to pay it, do they? But so what about Angela Rayner, though? What an own goal that was. I still agree he should never have worn jeans. But you got it. It was Top Gear. See, I never really watched Top Gear. Do I know Owen Cooper? No. I know Mrs. Cooper in Batman, but I don't think that's got anything to do with Owen Cooper. Georgie Cooper. Of course, we know Georgie Cooper from Sheldon. That was great. Young Sheldon. I really enjoyed that. What's an acceptable age to wear? Yeah, good question. I would say 45-ish. I can't think when you get to 50, maybe not. But I remember my stepdad wearing these huge cord trousers when he was about like 50, and they didn't look great either. What do I wear? I wear kind of, not chinos, those kind of cargo sort of things. Yeah, you see, I've got two pairs of jeans upstairs, but I don't kind of pull them on. Top Gear's overrated. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really watch Top Gear, but I would be interested in those old cars that they repair. I can't remember what the name of that program is. Is it where they get an old car, do it up in the garage and then put it on the road? That looks good. See some good old cars there, like the old E-Type Jags. I've been on there before. When I mention E-Type Jag, I usually do something. Top Gear was never the same after the set. No, it wouldn't be, wouldn't it? Oh, I've got another rose. Thanks, Lauren. Thank you, Lauren. I tell you what, though, when I was kind of a lot younger, I bought a pair of Hugo Boss jeans, which cost a lot of money. Oh, sorry, son. Cost a lot of money, but they never fit properly. Don't touch it. I'm being told, don't. I don't know. Don't. Oh, sorry. You know how it is when you do something and somebody tells you not to do it. Do you remember that line? Nobody puts baby in the corner. Of course you do. We watched that recently. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Name that film. Sophia just joined. Thank you very much. So I suppose I should mention the charity as you donating roses and flips. Thank you. So Glad UK is our charity, raising money, pennies, whatever, to have a 7-seater minibus to lift up the name of the Lord Jesus on it. Going to decorate it all and use it to help the elderly get to garden centres, that sort of stuff. So that is what I'm doing. I'm hoping we'll do well this year. Next year, we've got to go into crowdfunding, that sort of stuff. We're on about 2.3K, but we need 15K. So please do. So that name of the show, it's on something like 146 channel. What is the name of that thing? Like something like Great British Classics or something. But there's a couple of mechanics in a garage, get these old cars, and then you see them tinker, and it looks good. Buyers when it comes to Japanese cars and underrate them, and and kill their market in the UK. Oh, hello, Noto. Hello, Noto Demon. Say hi. Thank you. Hello, you. Hello. Poke guy, seen you before. Hi. Welcome back. Yes, I do. I remember the name on there. I do. Yeah. No Toad Times Demon. Yeah, I remember that name. I know you've been on here before. So thank you. I'm sure it's got nothing to do with demons at all. 6-7. Yeah, of course we're on the 6-7, aren't we? Because it's 6:20 and my son keeps telling me 6-7. So just let me note to myself, I'm going to cooking driver. Yeah, I'm just about to say I'm going to try to find a 6-7 t-shirt because I kind of want to be Mr. Cool usually. So I'm going to look for a 6-7 t-shirt. Cooking driver, yeah, stick with your Jaguar, unreliable and cost a penny to run. But the E-Type Jag is my favourite car after the Batmobile. Best UK store in South Yorkshire, and it will be Aldi's. Yeah, I like Yorkshire for the moors and stuff like that. I've never been to Leeds or Newcastle's not Yorkshire, is it? But Leeds is, isn't it? And Harrogate is, because that's where you get Yorkshire tea bags. Can I get a shout out, Toby? Of course you can, because there's nothing dodgy about your shout out. So thank you. I normally get a few Seymour butts and all that sort of stuff. So Toby, you can definitely get a shout out. Going back to the Jaguar, as I would so much like to. Have you seen them on taking the? Okay, I'm not sure if I have. I remember when they did the F-Type. That was supposed to be the new E-Type, wasn't it? Nice car, but you can't beat that E-Type. But bonnet goes on forever. But I love the back of the E-Type. I really do. That kind of slope down is beautiful. Leeds actually nice. We nearly went there to a premiering when years ago we were kind of doing loads of premiering stuff. So we looked at Leeds and we looked at Newcastle. You have the XF 3-litre V6. You see, I think I should be a Jaguar man. I'm kind of that kind of ilk, if you like. And I have looked at some sort of old Jags and I've been kind of tempted. But my memory of being in Jaguars, they're not great in the back, are they? There's never much legroom in that back seat. But guys, 72, hello. But no, I would like a Jag, but it would have to have that Jaguar, that metal cap on the bonnet. I know people used to keep snapping it off, but it would definitely have to. Have you got one on your bonnet? I know they kind of probably maybe stop that now. But with the Rolls Royce, you'd want the wings or something of a woman or something. But no, the Jag would have to have the cat on the bonnet. Mrs. doesn't mind. That's all right then. But no, I used to drive my friend's Jag. I drove to Blackpool once from London. No, the Demon, you've never been to a premiering. Oh, interesting. Okay. Is it nice? It's good. It does what it says in the box. High user, 66, blah, 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 blah. It does it. They remind me of, thank you, Cooking Driver, for following me. I'm trying to think, the Ibis. The Ibis Hotel is the one I used to go. Because then you got a clean room and a decent breakfast. Bye, Cooking Driver. Good to see you, mate. Thank you. And the Premiering does the same thing. The Premiering gives you a clean room and a decent breakfast. So, yeah, I would recommend them. I think they should do something about their quilts, though. They do a 10.5 TOG and it's too hot. Logan. Hi, Logan. So, I don't know why. To me, a 10.5 is too hot. I think you should have 7.5 on them. What do you have for dinner? McDonald's, of course. We did quite well today. We had a Big Mac, regular fries. I live in Yorkshire, so there's plenty of premierings. There are Thirsk. They've got a new one, haven't they? And that's a nice place, isn't it? I've spent many a pound in a jeweller's in Thirsk in my life. I like Thirsk. Hi, Lexi. Hello. Thanks to everybody, by the way, who's doing the donating. That's brilliant. Thank you. And thank you. I'm never sure how to join on to live at the moment. I'm still very new to this. KFC or McDonald's? Good one. Good question. I think I would just go KFC, but McDonald's might swing it with the breakfasts. So, yeah, thinking about that, if you had to take the two together, and I've had KFC breakfast, McDonald's, just because of the breakfast, are great. I do like their sausage and egg McMuffins, and I normally get 2 or 3 of their hash browns. They're so good. And their latte's nice, so they'll just swing it, I think. But we're lucky where we are. We got both. So I normally pick my son up from school and we go straight down to one of those. Mabel joined. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming on. I'm just going to have another drop of my coffee. If you've been on earlier, you know I've run out of tea bags. And that says kindergarten dud. No, kindergarten. Oh, it looks like boob from here. It actually says dud, as in D-O-O-D. My daughter brought me that. There's a picture of me and my son. Yeah. So, Birds Mellow, by the way, that is. Hello. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I would recommend Premier. The last one we went to actually was in Southampton. I don't know if anybody knows Southampton around here. Have you ever run out of things to say during the live? A couple of times I've kind of gone, well, I know it's normally after about 45 minutes. I'm surprised I can go on for so long, actually, without running out of things to say, because I haven't got anything planned. Normally something daft comes in my head and I just sort of roll it from there. So there's no pressure, though, is there? I mean, if I run out of things to say, you can switch off. That's absolutely fine. So not particularly, but I'm sure I will in the end. I mean, if I run out of things to say, I'll just talk about football, I suppose. Hi, Billie Eilish fan. August, Billie Eilish. Eilish. Yeah, I can always talk about football. Mr. Unicorn, absolutely right. Now, I haven't got my gear on today. I haven't got my bandana. But I was wearing 3 unicorn badges today when I did my playground duties. I had 3 unicorn badges and I also had a Child of God badge. So that was quite good. I was with Year 3 students today. They were pretty well behaved, mostly. Bayern 3, Chelsea 1. I almost called it, didn't I? I'm sure I said 4-1 on here. But why would you give a penalty? Why would you do an own goal at a place like Bayern? I feel a bit for Cole Palmer. You know, we've got a world-class player there who's almost carrying the team. And he shouldn't be, because we pay more money than anybody else in wages, buying players. We really should have the best team in the land with the money we spend. So... Oh, thank you for the rose, Synchro. Thank you. So I was not at all surprised about what happened at Bayern. Do you know, I didn't even bother following it because I just knew what was going to happen. I was only kind of slightly interested for 2 minutes when my son came up to me and showed me that Cole Palmer had just scored. Yeah, he was unlucky though at the end, wasn't he? Because I knew we'd lost 3-1 and then I was watching some highlights on TV the next day, and when he put that second one in, I thought it was 3-1. Oh, of course, it's going to be offside, isn't it? So it's a shame, but I'm frustrated again. You know, we drew with Brentford, we've lost at Bayern. All of a sudden, our good start now looks like it's going to go down the toilet. So what about tomorrow? Is it tomorrow or Sunday? We got Man United, I think. Yeah, I don't know why we're playing tomorrow, because if we play Bayern on Wednesday, why are we playing on Saturday when we've had to fly home, of course, first class from Munich? Liverpool-Everton tomorrow, is it? So are we going to lose at Man United? I don't think we will. I think we'll draw, but we'll probably should win, and then we're not going to. We're going to be like... And I called Liverpool as well. I keep saying they're going to score in the 90 plus 890 minutes. They always do. Winthrop, hello. I really shouldn't get on to the football. But I think we're going to draw at Man United. You know, we should be able to win it, but we're not. Yeah, my son likes Man City. He's a Man City fan, and they got Haaland. Yeah, Amorim will probably get the sack. Yeah, because if Chelsea can beat them, he deserves the sack. Any team who need to win a game need to win Chelsea because we beat Chelsea, or play Chelsea, because we always give a team a chance. We will always be wide open at the back. We will go to sleep when we shouldn't be. We'll score one goal, and instead of going for the kill, we'll just start doing these stupid passing back sideways, and then we'll give a team a chance. And then United will get a late one, and who else knows what else. So, you know what it's like being a football fan. You just fear the worst, and if it goes well, then you rejoice, don't you? I'm actually going to the movies tomorrow when that's on, which is a bit weird, isn't it? Because you think I'll be watching it, but I'm depressed again. I mean, I expected the Bayern thing. I'm still annoyed on the Brentford game. You've got to win a game like that if you're going to do well. But Chloe, he supports Chelsea. Yeah, you know what it's like. All football fans, Man United fans. Yeah, you must be fed up at the moment. And I'll tell you who else is fed up and hasn't got rid of their manager, have they yet? Rangers. Russell Martin, Rangers 10th at the moment. Hi, Vanessa. Hi. I mean, how can you in Scotland be 10th if you're Rangers? What are their fans thinking at the moment? And why haven't they got rid of their manager? Probably because they can't afford it. These days, you've got to pay the backroom staff off and all that sort of stuff. And what about Jose Mourinho? Where's he gone? Benfica, 2-year contract. He'll be gone after a year. He'll do probably okay in his first year. Then he'll fight everybody in his second year, forget to shave and just walk out of press conferences, get red cards and take another year's wages. So great life, isn't it, if you're a football manager? Why can't they watch this and donate to the charity, eh? Yeah, I mean, Mourinho is a very clever guy, isn't he? The money he's made from severance pay is absolutely unbelievable. My toupee, where's it from? Yeah, good question. Good question. A toupee is a hairpiece. Yeah, my hairpiece. Look, if you blow it, it might fall off. Give my hair a blow. Do you remember Ernie Wise in Morecambe and Wise? Yeah, you can see the join somewhere around there. Toupee. It's a hairpiece. Toupee or not toupee? That is the question. How much do you earn per live stream? I think the highest we've earned is £1.50. No? Oh, that's in everything. Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we're normally around about the 10 cents mark. So I think in all my live streams together, we've got about £1.59. So that's not going to make a great deal of difference to getting a 7-seater minibus, but I still appreciate it. I still appreciate you being on here. What I do need to do is get on. Well, it is better than nothing, yeah. And the comments are worth more than money anyway. So, but I will have to go on to something like crowdfunding, that sort of stuff, and see if we can sort of get something a bit nearer. There's plenty of people who've got lots of money and want to do something not special with it. So hopefully somebody will come on. It's a strange situation sometimes because as Christians we know that God owns all the cattle on all the hills and all the money belongs to him anyway. And yet we do an appeal, something like this, and it's not particularly the church people who would give it. It's going to be someone outside who's a businessman and something like that, who will actually be the one who steps forward. So, can't always work it out who's going to do, but it doesn't matter. Jose Mourinho, yeah, maybe he could help us. I did actually write to him when he first came to Chelsea in 2004. And it was nothing to do with money or anything like that. I just sent him a letter saying, I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm so glad you're here, because he replaced Claudio Ranieri, who had been manager for 5 years and won absolutely nothing and was never going to either. And I said to Mourinho, you remind me of Brian Clough. There's something about you. You've got that kind of aura. And I think you'll do well. And he sent me a letter back saying, thank you, Chris, for your letter, welcoming me. And I read it with interest, he said, and signed the letter. So I've got that framed. So, but he was amazing in 2004. So we beat Arsenal to the league. and they'd won it the year before with their Invincibles. They'd won it by 11 points, and I'd lost £55 on a bet with an Arsenal fan. We bet £5 per point. So Arsenal finished 11 points ahead of us in 2003. I paid my mate Nick 55 quid. He said, "Do you want the same bet again, 2004?" And I said, "No." And we won it by 12 points. So I lost out on 60 quid there. But there you go. So, yeah, 60 quid per live stream would be all right, wouldn't it? But I think I need a lot more followers and subscribers and all that sort of stuff. So keep them going, please. Thank you. There's a bottle hanging off the table here. Am I supposed to flip it or drink it? That is the question. Let me give it a flip. I haven't actually been able to do this for ages. I've been wanting to do this for years. And I only quote that. That came from a song I heard today by Mott the Hoople. Who remembers Mott the Hoople? Great songs. Roll Away the Stone. Name a car. Well, if I was going to buy a car now, my sister's just got a new car and it's a Skoda Fabia. Quite nice, but white and black. I would have a Ford Puma. That's what I would like. A Ford Puma. Name a car for an edit. Hi, Kian. Kian McNugget. What a great name. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I've been behind a couple of Ford Pumas and I thought they actually look quite nice. I'm surprised my sister bought a Skoda because she used to sort of really knock them down, her and her husband. Young. Thank you. Somebody asked me about my toupee earlier on, but I prefer the young comment to the toupee one. So I'm just looking out the window because it sounded like a firework went off, but you know what boys and their exhausts are like. No, that kind of sound. No, Matthew, I've never tried one of those. It would either sound dodgy or it would sound probably something I wouldn't like. So, no, I've definitely not tried one of those. Saying hello, Dark. Coldball joined. Hello. Nothing to do with David Coleman, obviously, but it sounds good. Anybody remember David Coleman? Great commentator of our time. He was the one who used to say, 1-0. The shot was good. The keeper was better. You don't hear commentary like that now. Brian Moore was great as well, but Coleman, the Coleman ball was absolutely brilliant. I've lost 4 people, but it's still worth saying again. 1-0. The shot was good. The keeper was better. There you go. David Coleman. Rest in peace. Great commentator, David Coleman. So, and Brian Moore was as well. So, Johnny Hollins, can he do it? He surely must. 1-0. John Hollins, Chelsea number 4 of all those years ago. So, predictions. Let's do a few predictions for this weekend. Liverpool-Everton, did you say? Liverpool at home or away? Liverpool at home. They're going to win 2-1. It's going to be 1-1, and then they're going to score in about the 94th minute, as they always do. Man United, Chelsea, 1-1. Who's City got? You got Arsenal. Oh, at home or away? I think you're away, aren't you? You're away or at home? Oh, well, Man City, Arsenal. Well, Haaland's going to score again, isn't he? What are we talking about? Football. We're talking about this weekend's football matches. So I know some of them, but not all of them. Hi, Jeff. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining Mr. Unicorn on his quest to get a 7-seater minivan for charity. Talking about quest. Who against who? Yeah, we're talking about who's playing who this weekend. We know some of it. We know Arsenal City are playing each other. We know Man United, Chelsea are playing each other. We know Liverpool and Everton. I wonder who Rangers have got, though, because I'm sure that, let's talk managers to go first. Russell Martin at Rangers, definitely going to go. Amorim if they lose to Chelsea. And Potter. Did you see the game of Quarabag? Is that team, Quarabag? Oh, no. Who did they play? Do you know? We didn't watch. Oh, against Benfica. No. Oh, no. Yeah, because... Oh, it can't have been great, can it? Because that's why they got rid of their managers, wasn't it? Or was that a draw? I just saw your hair colouring ranking video. I didn't do too well on that, actually. A lot of that hair colouring, it kind of all looked the same to me, but yeah, I don't know, except the green and the orange and all that. But you do see some very strange hair these days. I did once had some highlights put in mine, and I felt really embarrassed walking along these highlights. I was 30 then, but I still felt embarrassed. But times have changed now. You can have blue hair, you can have multicoloured hair, and nobody kind of turns an eye, do they? Hi, Sam, I just saw that. And Jackson joined. I was like, Nicholas Jackson. Excuse me. I'm surprised he didn't score the other night, but he didn't come on for ages, did he? Oh, he only played 4 minutes, but that's normally enough time to score against Chelsea. So, yeah. And yeah, how about that? Chelsea Benfica with Jose Mourinho. He's back. Well, kind of. So that'll be interesting. But he did come back to Stamford Bridge as Inter Milan manager in the Champions League when he beat us when we had Carlo Ancelotti. Ghostbusters 667. Oh, another rose. Thank you for the rose. Do I have to flip? Your first gift they've ever sent. Express your appreciation. Thank you for the rose. Let me flip that bottle. I've got 3 more to do. So what team do you support then? Chelsea for my sins, which must be many. You, Chelsea. Trying to get enthusiastic. Oh, I kind of stopped. It's almost like an own goal. They must call me Chalobah. I mean, Chalobah, what is he doing? I mean, come on. Just, I know, I expect too much. I expect us to be top at 5 o'clock. It's because of the money that we spend. I know, we're not doing too bad. I know, everybody does have to spend a lot. But where are we at the moment? Yeah, we're 5th. But you kind of think, yeah, we should have been top 3 and still not happy after what happened at Brentford. It's enough to make you cheers, drink coffee. Oh, sorry about that. But the other day I went 43 minutes and forgot I made that. But thanks for everybody for still being on. Thank you for liking, subscribing, following, watching. It's really nice to have your company. So what else has been going on today? Any plans for the weekend? Yeah, good question. Well, we're actually going to go to the cinema tomorrow. My son's not too impressed because I think he'd be quite happy to be by the PS5. Yeah, Ghostbuster, I expected the Bayern. Yeah, so it's, good question. And now you'll be understanding why my son's not too impressed. We are going to be watching the 60th anniversary showing of, drumroll, The Sound of Music. Can you believe that? We are. Oh, no, it's not Les Miserables, which will be wonderful. They are on the 40th anniversary. Oh, my goodness, I'm glad that somebody loves The Sound of Music. My son thought we were going to see the 40th anniversary showing of Les Miserables, top 10 films, but no, it's the 60th anniversary of The Sound of Music. I'm not sure how my son's going to feel about that, but my mum took me to watch it when I was a lad. And what goes by that? It is a good film. It is a good film. And I say to anybody, hello, can you say happy birthday to my sister Layla? Is it Layla? Leah. Leah, hello, happy birthday, Leah. Happy birthday, Leah. My son is wonderful. I say to anybody about The Sound of Music, look, just get over the first bit. Okay, you know what's going to happen. She's going to be singing on the hill. The hills are alive with the sound of music. But just get over that and keep watching it. It's got a really good story. Name a car for an edit? I think I did. I think I named an E-Type Jag earlier, or a Ford Puma, one of the two. So so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm actually putting that instead of watching Man United Chelsea. How about that? Yeah, another car. Name a car. Let's go for something else. What else do I like? I'm not a Merc man, not a BMW man either. But I would like a VW Transporter. How about that? A VW Transporter. The old ones used to say bus on the back. I'd like one of them. A VW bus. It's basically a van transporter. It just looks good. So, Raptor. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. And after the cinema, there's a very good Chinese buffet opposite. So we're going to probably have a takeaway from there. But it'll be a nice day. It'll be good. And then, thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's a nice thing to do on a Saturday. Otherwise, we'll just be looking at the football results all the time. Excuse me. Do you? All right, maybe. Are you in East Sussex? Yeah, Ghostbuster. That'll be good. It'd be funny if we bumped into each other. You could say, I know you. You're Mr. Unicorn from the live stream. Any advice for her? She's just turned 20. Basically, try just to be happy. Be yourself. Oh, you're Suffolk. Be happy and believe in yourself. It's all right taking advice if it's good advice. But I always think, don't let anybody tell you what to do. I used to go out with this girl, woman, whatever, and she always used to put me down all the time. And yeah, it was me who was buying all this stuff for her. And I don't know. But just be yourself. Take good advice, but remember you are a child of God, and that's it. Well, any of us, my friend, who keeps going through a breakup right now, that is really, really hard. I would say, even though it feels like the end of the world, it's not. You hear the saying, time is a healer, and it really is. It is a healer. I've been divorced, and we kind of hated each other at the time. But I get on very well with my ex now. But I also know a guy I work with, a young man, he's only 20, and he ended his life over a breakup. And 3 weeks later, the person he broke up with was dating somebody else in the same company. So it showed how much she cared, didn't it? So, just it will get better. It will. Just believe in yourself and things will get better. Just give it time, okay? Sasha Howard, if it's at secondary, nothing much to worry about. Okay, right, okay. Name a car for an edit. Another car for an edit. I've done the Volkswagen bus or transporter. I've done the Ford Puma, an E-Type Jag, and let's do a VW Beetle. Absolutely, why not? I love the first ones. Oh, Sasha, thank you for listening to that. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to suddenly, come out with one. But I mean, I know a lot more. As you get older, you get wiser. You really do. And the things you worried so much about before, especially thinking what people might think of you, and then you take all this stuff which people say about you. But now I would say to myself, I am a child of God. I am made in his image. And, it doesn't matter what somebody else thinks. My stepdad used to say to me, why would you go out with somebody who thinks you're a twat? And yet at the time, I was gutted that this person didn't want to go out with me. And he said, she's giving you the runaround. Why go out with somebody like that who puts you down so much? So if somebody's putting you down, you lift yourself up, okay? You're more important than that. Okay, I've had my say. Name a car for an edit. Thank you, Sasha. Name a car for an edit. Another one. We just did the Beetle. Some of you might remember Triumph Stag. Great car. Pavement Man. You might remember a Triumph Stag. Maybe you won't. But yeah, really nice car, but always broke down. When you forget all these classic cars, they used to break down all the time, but they look really good. Yeah, always defend yourself and family. Absolutely. Now then, young man, I kind of remember that. Samuel joined. Hey. Oh, he's gone. Where's Samuel? Just got on. Yeah, thanks everyone who's coming on and taking part and liking, subscribing, doing the odd rows and stuff like that. It's great. Where did you put your pills? I've already taken, man. I've taken 2 today, actually. I took gabapentin this morning for my back. I got sciatica, which is kind. I remember somebody making fun. Yeah, well, I've heard this at school. There's a boy, I think, lost his dad and somebody's unkind at school. Yeah, I know. What do you do in that situation? Yeah, I know. It's really difficult sometimes. Hi, Elle. Hello. But yeah, life can be tough, can't it? You know, the social media now. I hope my son doesn't get too involved in it if somebody says something bad on it. I would always say to him, if somebody puts something bad on there, just go away from it, switch it off. It's not worth it. You know, it might not be personal, but you know, it can feel it, can't it? We all want nice comments, don't we? But if people can't be nice, then it's a problem they've got. Don't let it become your problem, okay? I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. Keep singing that. That will help. I've got to go in 9 minutes. Yeah, I will actually stick to 6-7 today because it's Friday night. And we're going to probably have a bit of fun by the TV later. We never did watch that film we were going to watch, Fast and Furious. Never did get around to seeing that. We were going to watch it, but we didn't. We watched something else. So, yeah. So we're going to do Elle, can you do 6-7? Yeah. Car 6-7, have a mercy on me. I don't want to do the pickup up number 23. I keep singing that because there was a song called Car 6-7 by Driver 6-7. And it's in my head. But yeah, 6-7, 6-7. That's what I'm going to do later. I'm going to go on to Temu and see if I can get a 6-7 t-shirt because they do a lot of good stuff on Temu. 6-7. I can't do that. Can't do these things. Yeah, I got some nice funky shirts off Temu. I got a Muppets one. I got a Herbie one with the 53 on it. I got some Bruce Lee t-shirts. Most of them are actually quite nice. So, Elle, hello. So I'm going to have a look later, see if I can get some Sound of Music stuff, because that always was my favourite film. And we're going to go and see it tomorrow, 60th anniversary, 1965. That was made. What a film. I can remember being a Bruce Lee fan in the later 70s. Yeah, late 70s. They always say these Bruce Lee films outdid the Sound of Music in Asia. And I remember reading that thinking, well, that must have been quite popular, like Fist of Fury and stuff like that. So I've done 6-7. Elle, hello. I'm just going to have another bit of my coffee, if that's all right. So maybe a coffee manufacturer out there can support my channel and I can tell you coffee's good. Mellow Birds. Are you hungry, Sam? No, just asking my son if he's hungry, but not at the moment. Can you do 6-7? Hello, how are we doing, Samuel? Are we got anybody left? I think we're down to 6. Yeah, thank you. I tell you what I haven't seen on here, Thorfinn. Where's Thorfinn gone? He went to have his dinner a couple of nights ago and he hasn't come back. So maybe it was just a good meal. Excuse me. Hi, Tyler. Hello. Just got the number 2 gift badge. Thank you very much. Is that good? No, doesn't matter. Oh, but it does. It does matter. Okay. So anybody else doing anything special this weekend? Are we all just hi, Zoe. Are we all just enjoying being off for a couple of days? I know people do work weekends. I used to work on the railway, so we could work any time. But yeah, if you do a Monday to Friday job, it's just really nice to have the weekend off. I can remember when I first started the post office, I was so happy to have weekends off. How do I convince my dad to buy me a horse? So that's a nice problem to have. Because if you want a horse, you must have some nice, land to ride it or something like that. So where? 6, 7. How do you get your dad to buy you a horse? Well, I suppose, do you have to wait for your birthday? Wait for Christmas? I can't convince him. No, I don't know. I've never thought about, if my son might want a horse. I don't. 6, 7, 6, 7. I mean, if my son said to me, Dad, I want a motorbike, I would say, no. It was just my birthday. It's been 2 years. How old are you? You can tell me now you're about 78 and your dad still won't buy. Yes or no? Yeah, I think he should buy you a horse if he can afford it. You failed you failed my test. What test was that? I mean, it sounds good. 15. Oh, 15. All right. Okay. Hello. Well, I mean, it sounds great, I think. I mean, it sounds great, but if my son got on a horse, I'll just worry about him. I'd rather 6, 7, 6, 7. Do not say 6, 7, 6, 7. I like that. Do not say it. Do not say it. I saw a whiteboard once and somebody had written on it, please do not write on this board. Excuse me. I hope you get your horse. I mean, it sounds a nice thing. If you've got the room to have a horse, I'm sure it sounds great. I mean, we'd like a dog. We would really like a dog, but my son's mum won't let him have one, which is about fair. Hello, Zach. Shout out to Zach. Yeah, thank you. Hi, Zach. Now, Gresh, you have brain rot. Sorry, my guy. Is that brain rot or brain rot? It's getting dark, actually. It's getting dark at home. It's not going to rain. It's been a nice day today. Yeah, I probably have. Hi, Sam. Hi, Dan. Hi. There's a Dan at a Chinese restaurant near us. Brilliant. I've got to go in 3 minutes. Wow. Well, anybody else remember Dan? No, I probably shouldn't say that. But I mean it as fun. Dan, the lavatory man. Sorry, maybe not. Zach. Anyway, the film I was talking about was Carry On Screaming. That was great. One of the best Carry On films of all time. And Dan was in that. So, yeah. I think he got, done by the monster that Kenneth Williams had created. Anybody else to shout out? Excuse me. I don't know. That's all the weather, isn't it? We are turning from like one season to another and we're all getting dry throats. So Ben joined, Sophie joined, but we will be going pretty soon, I'm afraid. But I can't believe how quick this nearly hour has gone. The charity we are raising for is called Glad Plus UK. So if you were to look it up, it's actually Glad with a plus, like the cross sign, UK. And we are trying to raise funds for a 7-seater minivan to lift up the name of the Lord in East Sussex and to take out the old folk to garden centres and all that. So that's what we're trying to do, raise about 15,000. We're on about 2.3. Am I a philosopher? No, I don't think so. I think I've just got a lot to say about different things. But, yeah, thanks, Harvey. It is. I mean, the Lord put it on my heart to lift up his name. Lord as in Jesus, yes. Yeah, I think the Bible says your old men dream dreams and your young men have visions. Well, I had a dream that he told me to lift up his name in East Sussex, and I wanted to do it as a shop, but it cost a lot. So I now want a nice van to put his name up on it. So that's what we're trying to do. Rambakar too, I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well. But I'm afraid we are going to be finished very soon. What's that? We have detected inactivity during your current live. What's all that? Oh, we're just trying to keep one of the live streams going. Is that TikTok? I think we might have lost some TikToks on here, but we still have the YouTube, I think. Yeah, so that's where the charity's going. In a year or two, hopefully. Oh, thank you. We're back. Can you say hi, Freddie? Hi, Freddie. Thank you for being on here. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, there is only one God, and His name, sent His Son Jesus, that through Him we may have eternal life, and that's what we're doing. If we can promote the name of Jesus, that is absolutely wonderful, and thank God for Jesus. Yeah, the key to, without Him, we can't get to heaven. So that's where we ultimately want to be. So yeah, I want to lift up His name on a nice shiny van, driving around, and get some sponsors on there as well. So yeah, that's what we're after. That's what we're going to do. And thank you everyone who's just been part of me talking and talking and talking. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. And I wish you all a really lovely weekend. God bless you. Keep close to you. Lift His name and countenance upon you. And 6-7, we'll be back to do another 6-7, maybe Sunday. Thanks, Harvey. If not, I'm not sure. We might get around to one tomorrow. Yeah, just look out for the, if you're following me, then I think you get the notifications, don't you? So yeah, just keep an eye on those. Please keep liking, subscribing, and once again, bless you. Have a lovely, lovely evening. Bye.